Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today I would like to talk about a topic that has always been controversial anywhere and anytime. Not forget to mention, it also a topic that has a significant discussion both within and outside Muslim world, which is polygamy. So what does polygamy mean? So basically, polygamy means about a practice where a man can have more than one wife in a time. So this practice actually has deep historical roots and diverse interpretations within Islamic jurisprudence. In the verse 3 of Surah An-Nisa, it clearly mentions that marry those of women that please you. 2, 3, or 4, or if you are fear that you cannot be justice to them, which means to the wives, it is enough for you to marry only one woman at a time. Thus, this verse clearly sets a maximum limit of wives a man can have in a time. And not forget to mention, this verse also emphasizes fairness and justice as crucial conditions for polygamy. And it is important to note that even though Islam permits it, but it doesn't mandate it. So let's turn our attention to the opinions of the 4 famous Muslim scholars regarding this issue. So first things first, it is Imam Hanafi. So he has been asked about the permissible number of wives that a man can have in a time. So based on the verse of Surah An-Nisa, it is confirmed that a man can marry up to 4 women in a time. However, he firmly emphasized that this is only permissible for those who are confident that they can treat their wives fairly and justly. Then, when he had been asked again, can anyone defy this opinion? And his response is no, as the condition of fairness in polygamy is non-negotiable.
Polygamy is the marriage of a man between more than one woman. The number of wives can be 1, 2, 3 or more either at the same time or at a different time. The number of polygamous wives in Islamic teaching is only limited to 4 people. Polygamy is the marriage of a man between more than one woman. The number of wives can be 1, 2, 3 or more either at the same time or at a different time. The number of polygamous wives in Islamic teaching is only limited to 4 people. According to Taqiyuddin Abi Bakr bin Muhammad al-Husaini in the book Kifayah al-Akhyar, which was written based on the Shafi'i school of thought, discusses the problem of polygamy as follows. A free man is allowed to marry 4 women, and for a slave, only 2 women. In Islamic Sharia, a free man is allowed to marry 4 free women and have many slaves, while Sahaya slave can only marry 2 women consisting of free women or Sahaya slave women. Men are forbidden to marry more than 4 women. The reason is because Ghailan bin Salamah bin Mu'attad bin Malik bin Ka'ab al-Thaqafi, who converted to Islam and had 10 wives, then the messenger ordered, choose 4, and the rest were ordered to divorce. Hadith riwayat Abu Dawud, Tirmidhi, and Ibn Hibban and others. If it is allowed to marry more than 4 women, then the apostle did not order to choose 4 to marry. Furthermore, when Nawfal bin Muawiyah bin Urwah bin Sahir al-Dailami had 5 wives, the messenger said, choose 4 and the rest will be told to divorce. As for his servant, the messenger of God said, a slave cannot marry more than 2 women. Hadith riwayat Abdul al-Haq and quoted as the consensus of the companions. And among the things that are forbidden in marriage are the marriage of a husband with a name, marrying more than 4 women, and a slave marry more than 3 women. In Surah An-Nisa, verse 3, if you fear that you might not treat the orphan justly, then marry the woman that seem good to you, 2 or 3 or 4. If you fear that you will not be able to treat them justly, then marry only 1, or marry from those whom your right hand possesses. This will make it more likely that you will avoid injustice. Based on Maliki school on polygamy issues, according to by Sheikh Al-Hajj Muhammad in his book إقامة الحجة بأن شرح على نصاب ابن بديع المختصر Khalil, who makes the Maliki school as his reference, the Sahaya can marry as many as 4 women he loves. Dividing the turns towards the wife is obligatory according to Sharia, but it is not obligatory to have a husband-wife relationship, either for Sharia reasons such as being in ihram or for other reasons. But if a husband withholds his relationship for the wife he loves more, then that is not allowed. In verse 129 of Surah An-Nisa, you will never be maintain emotional justice between your wife, no matter how keen you are. So do not totally incline towards one, leaving the other in suspense. And if you do what is right and mindful of Allah, surely Allah is all forgiving and most merciful. In this verse, it is clear that a man should be fair to his married wife. Dividing the turns toward the wife is obligatory. The husband who resists dividing the turn, according to Muhammad bin, who belongs to the Maliki school of law, is a false state. The husband must repent for 3 days. If he wants to repent, then his death is guaranteed. If he doesn't want to repent, then he will be killed because he is considered an infidel, not because of the limit. Whoever admits that dividing his turn toward his wife is obligatory and does not act fairly toward her, then the person disobeys Allah and His Messenger. His testimony will be no longer accepted because he was violated the provision that have been established by the Sharia. By Muhammad's opinion in his book can be concluded as follows. When the husband gives turns to his wife, it is obligatory for him to do so. However, he is not required to have intimate relations with each wife. If the husband withholds intimate relations with one wife to obtain satisfaction with another, this withholding of intimate relationship is unlawful. Polygamy is a sunnah practiced by Rasulullah during his time, that is after the death of his wife Siti Khadijah. Polygamy at the time of Rasulullah SAW was to protect the dignity of women from marrying many to only 4 people. Polygamy cannot be arbitrary without limitation. The marriage of Prophet SAW with his wife after the death of Sayyidatina Khadijah radiallahu anha is to protect the interests of others and aims to develop Islamic preaching. For example, Saudah binti Zamrah radiallahu anha married on political ground, which is to save Saudah, whose husband died from being tortured by his own people. While marriage with Juwayriyah, the daughter of the leader of the Bani Mustalik tribe, was intended to stop their enmity with the Muslims. So it is clear polygamy is necessary, but its status changes according to certain circumstances, whether it becomes haram or makruh. Polygamy can be done if a husband is confident of being fair and capable of fulfilling his responsibilities to his wife.